I want to talk about the meme, nationalism is bad. We need to nationalize everything. It's one of my favorite memes I've seen recently because it really explains everything and why I used to support Bernie Sanders, but I really don't anymore. I thought he was a matrix breaker, media outside the establishment, but he really does want to nationalize everything. And Trump, I think Trump is nationalism with love. He loves this country. He loves laws, law and order. You don't have to agree with it, but that's his job as the president. If he's a president and he doesn't care about laws or law and order or his people, then he's not a good president. And the left has become nationalism with hate. So it's like their nationalism, but they hate everything. You have lawmakers who don't follow the law. They're like, we like illegals. We want to give illegals free healthcare. It sounds cute if you just listen to the mainstream media, but the truth is they're lawmakers who don't even follow the law. Why are they even there? They're super mad at our own people, and they prioritize people who are literally, it's illegal in their name. Like that's their only job. It's big government. It's nationalization of healthcare. I didn't really understand when I was supporting Bernie that he is national. He's like, I hate national. What he really doesn't like is American values like freedom, liberty, like basic low taxes. Honestly, it helps you create a small business, thrive, not have to fork over 20, 30, 40, 50% of your money to the federal government. In California, highest taxes, most poverty. It's a pattern because rich people, elites, they don't have to stay. They can leave and someone's going to have to pay that money. It's always the working class. So it's actually a lie that Trump is the only nationalist. It's just like he's a nationalist in the sense he actually loves this country and prioritizes it or tries to prioritize it. And Bernie Sanders will nationalize almost everything. And Kamala Harris, they want to nationalize everything while inflicting like race-based, gender-based programs, which is inherently racist and sexist. So they do have the makings of an authoritarian leader. Censorship, like control of almost the entire mass media, control of all the tech companies, deplatforming, rigging algorithms, which in many ways, all of those combined is modern day exile and book burning, deplatforming, rigging algorithms. All you could find is hate pieces on people. You can't even find their own speaking. And then they want to nationally control everything with big government, high taxes, control of entire industries. It's such a recipe for disaster. And this meme really nails it.
Yeah, no, it is a disaster. You don't want the government to have a monopoly on anything. And so like that should be the first red flag. Like our government's corrupt, Let's give them the keys to every form and aspect of our life. That makes no sense to me.
The left's going to do what the left does, the right's going to do what the right does, but nobody's going to tell you this truth as clearly as they should. When Obamacare was passed, it brought forth an individual mandate. An individual mandate is a requirement by law for certain persons to purchase or otherwise obtain a good or service. In simpler terms, this means the government is allowed to force you to buy something. Before Obamacare, you could just not buy insurance and not get a fine, but they needed an individual mandate to fund it. It's basically financial enslavement. It's the opposite of freedom. It's give me your money or we're going to take your money anyway. It really bothered me when all I heard was amazing press, when this individual mandate cost me $8,000 over the course of a few years for a plan that I couldn't use, and to be honest, couldn't really afford. There's tens of millions of working class families just like me who are affected very negatively by this bill. After all, it's give me your money, you have to buy this, or I'm going to take some money anyway. It's pretty crazy. So I asked people, how much money did Obamacare drain from your bank account? My wife and I's premium doubled, and our coverage was cut in half, all in the name of free healthcare for the poor that ultimately just made the middle class poorer. At least $3,000. It was the top 3 reasons why I voted for Trump. Still, best decision I ever made was voting for him. I owe him my vote for repealing the individual mandate alone.
So in this particular example, if a mother is in labor, I can tell you exactly what would happen. The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mother. So I think this was really blown out of proportion.